Hi Aquarius, this is going to be a general reading for your sign between the week of the 10th to the 16th of November. Let's begin. You're confused. You're confused about something. I'm laughing because it's a bit of a beautiful confusion. And a little chuckle there if you saw it. It's like a beautiful confusion of like, are you thinking a certain way and then it's like you've had an enlightenment and you're thinking even broader and even more expansive than you were previously thinking. And you're confused about which option you should take. It's like you're a kid in a candy shop. Like you have all these options before you, all these ways that you could move forward in your life at this particular time. Your particular energy at this time. Your energy at this particular time is what I meant to say. You can see the confusion. It's like you're really trying to figure out what you want to pick with, because all of them are very fruitful. All of these situations, all of the choices that you have, they're going to give you a basket of blessings. A basket. Each one of these choices that you can make will give you some kind of blessing. But it's like you're confused about which one to choose. You can only choose one. You can't choose them all, and you understand this. You will come to the understanding, you will come to the knowledge, is what I'm hearing. I'm seeing you like as a child, looking around and looking at all of these sweets, like situations, choices that are in front of you are like sweets. And you're like, which one do I feel like taking? Which one do I feel like choosing? It's like you're gaining enlightenment about which one to choose. And these sweets, the choices are paths. You're seeing them now as paths that you could take rather than choices that will lead to some sort of outcome. You're seeing them as a path to something, path to your own personal, path to your own personal development. Pardon me. And you're looking at some of the sweets and saying, I've been down this path before, I've been down this way before. I know what that sweet tastes like, I know what that flavor is. Like you feel very happy, your energy is very abundant right now, you feel very happy. It's like your inner child, you're allowing your inner child to come out and play with you. You and your inner child are playing together. And you're like living together as you're moving through life now, rather than that child doesn't need to have a say in what you're doing. That inner child doesn't have, like before, like I feel like you had this thing where like you're like, I'm an adult now, like I'm not going to do things that are childish because people are going to perceive me in a way, people are going to say I'm like this and I'm like that. There's your confirmation. And it's like now you're walking hand in hand with your inner child. Like it's not even walking, but you're like running freely. And it's like your inner child is like choosing like which one is the best one, which one is the one that will give you the most happiness, like which sweet tastes the best basically, which sweet will taste the best to you, which option is the one that's going to make you the most happiest. You're in a very good energy this week and currently. It's getting better though as the week goes by, but currently your energy is very good. You're very happy. You found it. I'm hearing you found a deeper sense of meaning to life. You found a deeper sense of meaning to life. You've moved away from the past, things that have sabotaged you, things that have hurt you in the past, or even up until this point, you've let go of the abandonments, you've let go of the disappointments, whether they're people, places, and things, and it's like you're almost like refreshed. You've refreshed, is what I'm hearing. Refreshed, renewed. Lots of love. You're feeling lots of love towards life this week. Just jump into your reading and see exactly what's going on for you here. So the current energies, I'm changing up things a little bit. You'll see what I mean as I go through the reading. But the energy that you're currently embodying, the energy you've been really connecting to your spirituality, connecting to daydreaming a lot. I'm getting this here for you. I keep getting this for you, Aquarius, that your power lies, your psychic gifts lie in you daydreaming more. The more you daydream, the more you connect to your spirituality, your own spirituality, and the more you connect to your spirituality is the more you connect to your psychic gifts here. And it's like that here for you. Here is like you've really been doing this very actively. At this moment of time, you're doing this. This is the energy you're currently in. Really tapping into your spirituality, tapping into your psychic gifts, asking questions about things that you're trying to make sense of, like things like in your world, in the world in general. Just things in general, like you're very inquisitive, you have a very inquisitive mind. It's like you're letting your inner child ask the questions. It's like an inquisitive child is just like asking questions and questions, and one after the other, of why this is like that, why is that like that. You've been doing a lot of research, finding out things. It's made you very happy being like this. It's made you very, you've been feeling very much so happy. By tapping into your spirituality, it's allowed you to sort of hone into the frequency of your guidance, basically, and you're being spiritually led here. You might have been seeing feathers a lot in your way as you've been going day to day. There's a confirmation for you that you're on the right path. You've been chasing happiness. You've been in this energy of joy and delight, warmth, positive energy, feeling youthfully exuberant. Being led by spirit here, taking like a piggyback from spirit, to take you in the right direction towards your true happiness here. And you've been really feeling happy. You've been feeling really happy. Like I was saying, the more you connect to your spirituality, oddly enough, it's the more happier you'll be finding you're becoming. And this also ties back into this channel of yours of why you feel so confused, is because all the hard work and all the hard stuff that you've had to do to get to the point in which you are at this week, or just even this point in general, you've had to do a lot of hard work to get to this point. And you thought you knew what happiness was, but like since you've been more spiritual, deeply spiritual, since you've been more deeply spiritual, you've been finding happiness in ways that you could never ever expect. And it's confusing you at this time, because you're like, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Like it's your mind's become more broad, and you've been finding happiness from something as little as just like learning. You thought like happiness would come from an abundance of money, an abundance of love, an abundance of something, and it's like instead it's coming from you just finding answers to spirituality, and you've been feeling really happy as a result. And you're like, I've never experienced this kind of happiness before. It's just the happiness that I've been chasing my whole life. I've been chasing after happiness like this. Is this really what it was this whole time? You're like, is this really what it was this whole time? Just something as simple as this. And it's really confusing you. It's throwing you off of your trajectory, of your where you thought you were going. And regardless, you're still determined. You've been using your willpower. Your heart's become very strong. Your heart is very strong. You're using your willpower. The stronger your heart is, the stronger your willpower is. You've been moving forward in balance, understanding that there needs to be a balance between your lighter self and your shadow self. But I'm getting here, it's between work and play for you. for you in particular here is between work and play. Like you've not had a balance up until recently between work and play. You've been following your heart here, letting your heart lead you to be in balance. Your heart's been leading you to be in balance between work and play. You've been working too hard, whoever you are. You've been working too hard, too focused on your ambitions, too focused on what you want to happen for you. It's not wrong to be ambitious, but you need to have balance between work and play. Otherwise, you just burn out and you stay burned out. And it's difficult to make decisions that are in alignment with your happiness when you're in that mode of just constantly working hard. So you follow your heart to come into balance between work and play, and now you're moving forward, you know, with a lot of determination. It's allowing you to have this sort of invigoration of energy, to have the drive to move forwards. In the chariot, he finds the chariot, the fool finds the chariot on a road, and it's a regal chariot. It's like made for a king, and he's like, I can't believe I found this. You know, it must have been for me to find it, because you know it's perfect, in perfect condition, and it's like for a king. It's like really beautiful. It's plush, and it has this armor on it, and the armor represents the future and what can become of the future. And he wears this armor basically, and he's trying to figure out how to move the chariot. So he figures out how to move the chariot. You need to, he remembers the words of the high priestess, and the high priestess basically tells him that you need to connect to your divine feminine energy. So divine energy can only be connected to if you're spiritual, if you're a spiritual person. And the way you become spiritual is to meditate, to literally meditate. That's how you become spiritual. Everybody has masculine and feminine energy, but until you meditate, until you tap into spirituality, then you get divine masculine and divine feminine energy, and everybody is capable, whatever your gender, of holding all of these energies inside of themselves. And divine feminine energy is all about knowing. It's a knowing. It's a knowing and trusting the knowing and intuition. So it's having the trusting your intuition, trusting your knowing that you have the answers within you. So he remembers what the high priestess told him, and he basically embodies this energy. He embodies this energy, and he tries to look within to find the answers. And he sees these sphinxes that are like stone, basically, and he imagines them that he wants them to move. And he also imagines where he wants to be, basically. So he's manifesting in real time of like what he wants from life. And this is the energy you're in right now. It's like you want something to happen, but you're envisioning where you want it to take you. And that's manifestation. And that is also divine masculine energy, following creative impulses and for taking inspired action. So you have been in very much a balance. Just by coming into balance between work and play, you've now balanced yourself with your divine masculine and divine feminine energy, just by balancing your work and play. So you're now moving forward very fast, more fast than you imagined actually. You're moving fast very quickly, and you're healing at the same time. You're taking focused action towards your goals, and I feel like the goal here for you is very financially related. You're now starting to think of love, like you want love in your life, but it's coming out all of a sudden. It's not showing up here, but it's something within your energy, within your mind perhaps. And I'm sensing it. I'm sensing it. I'm seeing it in your aura. See, we do have a card here of love. It's hiding behind my hands. It's quite interesting. It's like love is hiding in plain sight for you here. But this is interesting. But this is the energy you're in right now. You're moving towards your goals, very determined, taking focused action. You've taken control of balance within your life. You've come into balance. You understand there needs to be a balance, and you're moving forward. You've been on this very beautiful journey, going within, connecting to your spirituality. It's made you very happy as a result, and as a result, it's made you very determined to move forward, and it's helped you understand how to move forward very quickly, more quicker than you've ever done in your life. And this is why you're also confused. It's like, I've never known myself to be like this. Like, I've never known things could be like this. Like, I always thought life was a different way, life was something else. But like, it's like you've been enlightened to a different way of being, a way where you can be more happier and get everything you want. Sorry, I got food stuck in my teeth. So your themes for the week. So themes are basically the energies you're going through this week, how you could summarize them as a card. So the first one you have is the Page of Wands. So the Page of Wands is basically all about, um, you know, being very optimistic about the journey ahead, being very optimistic about where you're going next. You're being spiritually led. You understand you're being spiritually led. Again, feathers are very significant. You're going to be seeing a lot of feathers. Feathers are your confirmation that you're on the right path. So if you've made a decision and you're unsure about whether it was the right decision or the wrong decision, don't over analyze the situation. Just let it go. And if you see a feather, you just know that that's your confirmation that you made the right decision. In whatever regards it is, don't overanalyze situations in your head, like, was that right, was that wrong? Once you've made a decision, you've made the decision. And then, yeah, just look out for feathers. Feathers are going to be your confirmation in the physical, whether you've made the right decision or the wrong decision. I feel like you're at this point right now where it's like, you feel like you're doing the right things, but then after you question whether you've done the right thing or you've done the wrong thing, and then you analyze the situation, you overanalyze the situation, and you don't come to a conclusion. You're spending a lot of time doing this. Is what I'm seeing. You're spending a lot of time over-analyzing situations of like, oh, I felt like it was the right thing to do at the time, but I don't know if it was the right thing or if it wasn't the right thing. Always trust your intuition, trust your gut. It's leading you in the right way. And when I say trust your gut, trust your intuition, trust your knowing that you have the answers within about what's right and what's wrong. And you're being spiritually guided here. So this is your confirmation in and of itself that you are going in the right direction. And the experiences you're going through to this week are gonna give you a lot of bright ideas. You're gonna feel like an enthusiastic youngster. It's like this journey that he begins in the Page of Wands, where he wants to learn how to create wands for himself, and the wands are used for magic. They're used for good. And the person who goes to the wand maker, he himself had to learn himself how to make the wands in the first place. There was no readily knowledge available. He had to travel around the world to learn this knowledge, and he comes back home, and this is the first person he actually teaches, and this person is actually a prince in disguise. So it's someone where you have very royal energy, whoever you are, but it's like you're deciding to embark on this new journey of learning how to create wands. And wands are like connected to the Ace of Wands. So it's like you want to learn how to create, new opportunities and ideas for yourself. You want to create growth for yourself. You want to create great creativity for yourself. You want to create more inspiration for life, inspiration in general. And this is what wands are representative of. They're representative of all of these things. Which is what you want from your life. This is what they do. They help heal and help things grow. And it's like you have the intention, like this Page of Wands, to learn how to make good ones. And the good ones are made for healing. They're meant to help. So this is what you're trying to and creativity can be, in love also, and growth in love. Like, it doesn't have to be financial. These are all broad things within your life, within love, relationships, career, personal development, like in all aspects. The second energy you're going through is the Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups is basically, again, royal. He's from a royal family. Well, they become royals, and his dad left his kingdom to find a mother. But the father wasn't a king. The mother was a queen. The mother was a queen, but the dad, he left his kingdom to go find this person. He was on his own journey, following his heart. They fell in love. They have kids, and this is who he becomes. But learning from his parents of how to love and what love is, he decides to embark on his own quest to find love, with their blessing, of course. And basically, he sets out to find his queen. So at this point, he's royal. So again, your energy is very royal. Whoever you are, you're a very royal person. And again, you're being spiritually led to embark on this quest. This is a quest of love. It's a quest of spirituality here that you're beginning. But this is the theme for the week of where, you know, the Knight of Cups is really inviting you to follow your heart, follow where your heart is leading you, because you're not being misled. There may be romance as well. Romance with yourself, romance, you know, pampering yourself, treating yourself to good things, loving yourself. This is all here. Between Monday and Wednesday, you're going through this energy of the Ace of Cups. So the Ace of Cups is all about love. It's all about love, purity, fertility, and fulfillment. So something is coming in for you here where you're receiving something here between Monday and Wednesday, and I feel like it's love. Love is coming in some kind of way. So love is coming in for you here between Monday and Wednesday, and it's really going to help you be free, is what I feel like. It's going to help you be free. This love is coming in. It's going to make you feel very fulfilled. You're going to be receiving love here and giving love. You'll be giving and receiving in this love between Monday and Wednesday. I feel like this is someone new that you've just met recently. I can't remember what I had for you last week. I can't remember, but I feel like this is someone that you've just met recently, maybe last weekend, before the week begins. And you're like officially taking things to the next level, like past the introductions. You're like taking things to the next level past the introductions, is what I feel like. This love is going to make you feel like a winner. Whoever this person is that's coming in for you here, it's going to make you feel very fulfilled, and it's going to allow you, it's going to make you feel more fertile, your energy more fertile in regards to what's possible for you. It's like you have someone with you by your side. You have someone with you here by your side. And this person is giving you love, and you're giving them love. You're loving each other here is what I'm seeing. And you're in a place of balance of giving love. Like, it's not like unfair, like you're doing the most and then they're not doing anything, or they're doing the most and you're not doing anything. Or it's like one day they're nice and then one next day they're not nice, and then, you know, it's not like, it's very consistent, and it's going to continue being consistent is what I feel like. But this person is really good for you, for your growth. They're allowing you and they're helping you, and themselves, they're helping themselves, you're helping them, to really follow their true path in life, where their soul is calling them, where your soul is calling you, where their soul is calling them. Your destinies are intertwined. You're meant to be for each other, here's what I feel like. Like your destinies are intertwined. You are meant to meet in this lifetime. You have a soul contract. But this person is going to help you connect more to your intuition and break free of any illusion, any anxieties you have, any illusions that you're in. They're going to help you break them, and you're going to help them break theirs. And you're going to be very close with one another. That's what I'm seeing. Like you've really come to a point where like you are really close, actually. You've just met recently, and you're becoming very close very quick. It's like everything about them turns you on. Everything about them makes you happy. It's like gleeful almost. Like every time you're watching them, you're like, oh, okay. They're like this. Oh, they're like that. Oh. You know, they make you happy just by watching them. And it's the same for them for you. Like the way they behave with people, the way they talk, the way they interact. It's not like, it's very consistent. It's not, they're like this with some people and they're like that with some people and they're like this with some people. Like that for me is a red flag, because it's like straight away, you don't know who this person is. For all I know, this person's a joker, you know? But this person's very consistent. They're not different with different people. They're consistent through and through. And you appreciate that about them, because They maintain their integrity in every situation. They don't change themselves to fit in places. They don't. They're not trying to like what's the word for it? I've got a bad word for it, but there must be a good word. So I was gonna say like bum licking. It's like when you lick someone's ass. I don't know what the good word is for it, but like yeah, when you do some stuff like that, like to get into situations, to be in situations, and for me personally, when some people do that, I lose respect for them because I'm not that kind of person. And this person's very similar actually. This person and you're not the type of people that would go into a situation and be like, oh well, there's big money here. Let me just play along. Like you keep your integrity because you're like, if I'm not accepted the way I am, it's probably not for me. And they're the same way. Like they think the same way. And this is a really good way of being because you're vulnerable. You're vulnerable not just to each other, but to the universe. And that's the most important thing. When you're vulnerable to the universe gives you what you want because you're vulnerable to it. You're vulnerable and you're vulnerable to the universe. But when you try to defend yourself in all situations and you become invulnerable, the universe gives you everything you don't want because that's you're closing yourself off to what you want. Basically, you're not showing that you want it, so the universe goes, well, you don't really want it, you want all these other things, so I'll give them to you. But again, this ties into your theme for this week. It's like romance, romance, charm, charming each other. This is what you're doing. You're charming each other. They, genders are irrelevant. They are charming you, and you are charming them. But this person is also is going to bring illumination within your life. Illumination of coming to a place where you can heal to such a great degree that you will be able to fully be connected to your own intuition and be on your path. It's like just by being with this person, they're gonna help you level up. Not because they're actively doing it, but just them being around you is confirming what you already believe about people in general, the world in general, but you've never had a confirmation because you've never met somebody intellectually like you. And by having someone, and what I mean by intellectually like you is like somebody that is able to think for their own selves. Like you have very different perspectives, but you both think. Like he whatever the gender is, they think and you think, and you both think, in your own ways, but you're able to come to some conclusions that are similar and even talk about or even debate, not angrily, but like peacefully amongst yourself, like about why this is this. There's no raising voices, there's no shouting, is what I'm seeing. It's a very good harmonious relationship you have with this person. It hasn't fully bloomed. It's blooming here this week. It's starting to bloom. I'm seeing like the flower. I'm seeing like a flower, pink rose, like opening up here. It's starting to open up here. And pink is love. It's purity. It's fulfillment. Yeah, it's like a really loving energy is what I'm getting here. Between Wednesday and Friday, you're going through this energy. So you're having a breakthrough here. This is a breakthrough that's allowing you to step more in line with your purpose. It's allowing you to connect more deeply to who you are meant to be in this lifetime, who your soul wants you to be in your physical reality in this lifetime. This is what's happening here. You're stepping more in line with your inner calling, your soul's purpose in this lifetime. And you're having a breakthrough within going towards what it is that you really want. And this is taking you away from this energy of feeling within you, of feeling lonely, of feeling grief, of feeling worry. That you could never have love, is what I feel like. That you could never have love the way you wanted it to be. That you could never have love the way you wanted. You could never have life the way you wanted life. I feel like it is love as well. It's deeply love. You were never expecting yourself to find someone like this. Like not in a million years you were like thinking of love. You were thinking of finances so heavily, and you're just like all of a sudden, what's going on? Yeah, you're feeling very fulfilled. Feeling your energy is very wealthy here. Um, it's like you're able to now take leadership of your life in a more profound way than you've ever done before. Being practical and confident about yourself, your ideas, your image, your values, what you think at the moment you think it to be true, but like you will believe it to be true between Wednesday and Friday. What you already know. This is the energy. So this is the energy that you've been in. And I feel like this is strongly in love, like strongly in love. Like you've been in this energy, your love's never been reciprocated, you've never gotten love this deep before. Like you've never gotten love that's made you feel really good inside. And this is like what is being replaced by is this one here is, you know, the King of Pentacles, which talks about a wealth of love. You're gonna have kids together with this person. You're gonna have a long relationship, very long relationship with this person. There's going to be many fruits that are going to be born from this relationship, whether they're children or situations or abundance, and just in general. So I'm seeing abundance in general in many ways. And children are an abundance of a kind as well. Like I don't know why people see children as a bad thing. Like children are really good, but you know, only, you know, if you want a powerful child, the love has to be powerful, the connection has to be powerful. Otherwise, a powerful child or powerful soul can never come through if the relationship is weak, if the love is weak. So like your children are going to be very successful. They're going to be more successful than you and your partner combined. But this is a huge breakthrough you're having here. It's like a massive healing here. It's like you're being absolved of this past narrative. It's like you're being absolved of being this person here who felt very lonely, very like out of it. Like, you know, this is why you were so focused on finances. You're like, if I have finances, I can be comfortable, I can be happy. But it's just like love's just come out of the blue, and it's really confused you. It's really confused you. It's making you feel more caring and compassionate. It's putting you more in a feminine energy of caring and compassion, loving feelings, kindness. And this is the Queen here that I was speaking about at the beginning. His mother, basically. She's a queen of a kingdom, but she's very down to earth. She goes into her kingdom, makes sure everybody's okay, everybody's happy. She's a very caring and compassionate queen, but she is single. She doesn't have family, she doesn't have parents, she doesn't have children. So she's a single queen, and then, you know, she's looking out for this kingdom and everything, and she falls in love with the Page of Cups. And no, not the Page of Cups, but the her husband. And yeah, she's the one who falls in love. So it's kind of like that here for you here, where I feel like you're falling in love. You're falling in love between Wednesday and Friday, and this is what the breakthrough is. It's very interesting because it's like you weren't really expecting this to ever happen, ever. And it's just like showing up out of the blue. Because you've done a lot of healing work, you've done a lot of inner work of mending yourself, healing your mind, healing your emotions, particularly your emotion. And it's like now you're in this position, you feel tired, and it's like this love has come in. It's like, whoa, what's going on? But it's making you more caring and compassionate. Like I said, your energy is changing in a really magnificent way, to be honest with you. And this is happening between Wednesday and Friday. It's like your priorities are changing here. I'm hearing priorities changed. Life upgrade. Life upgrade. It's like being like this is changing your vibration to a much higher frequency. Like what you feel inside is reflected on the external. That's how the universe responds to you. It's how you feel on the inside, that's what shows up on the outside. Now your inside is changing in a very fantastic way. So your outside's gonna change very soon as well. Very, very soon is what I'm hearing. Between Friday and Sunday, you're going through this energy of the Queen of Wands. So you're at this position now where you know you're spiritually protected. You feel very lucky. You're courageous now. Like you have like this newfound courage inside of you. Reinforcement of courage. Like you've had this great courage inside of you already, but like this love is reinforcing that courage. It's like what I was saying. It's like those ideas that you thought might have been true, you're now recognizing that those ideas are true, whatever those ideas are for you. And this is in regards to your moralities, your preferences, what you think about things in general. Like you're starting to realize that you know a lot more than you gave yourself credit for. Like you know a lot than you thought you did. And you're now in this position of seeing a lot of growth within your life. You're feeling more creative in love as well. Feeling more creative. You might be feeling like having babies already. You're feeling, in this sort of creative energy here. And being like this is going to allow you to see more growth within your life. You have a lot of courage as well. It's like you are much so protected at this time from anyone trying to harm you, anyone trying to challenge you, compete with you, trying to obstruct you in any kind of way, whether physically, mentally, emotionally, or spiritually. You're very blessed and protected here. You're on top of the hill, and it's like no one can challenge you at this time, because in the spiritual realm, you're being really much so looked after at this time. You're very much being protected from all harm as you're going through this transition, because you've earned it, you've earned it, you've earned it, you've earned it. You're going through a transition here. And it's deep, but you don't know it's a transition. Well, you do now, but you don't know it's a transition. It just, everything feels really weird. When you come to Friday to Sunday, everything feels really weird to you. Like, what's going on? Like, what's happening in my life? It's like all of a sudden, it's like a boat is sinking in your life. You're like, what is going on? You feel like the Titanic sinking or something. Like, so some major catastrophe was going on, because you can't make sense of it. It's like these things are happening, but the things that you want after, like you didn't really want these things, and it's like they're just showing up for you here. Love. This is your soul lover, whoever this person is. This person's your soul lover. You're falling madly in love with them, like, and you're trying to make sense of it. You're like, what the hell is going on? Well, what's happening to me? What's happening to me? It's like you've just woken up, and like you feel like you've just woken up and you've transferred bodies with someone, and you're like, this is not me, this is not me, this is someone else's body. What's going on? Why are my hormones going crazy? Like, you feel yourself going crazy, and this person's, you and this person are coming into great unity, harmony with one another. You're very harmonious together, balanced, very balanced. You balance each other. Like, they're the cure for you and you're the cure for them. And you're both going to heal each other miraculously, like very powerful healing just by being together and on a very deep spiritual level. And you're going to be gaining vision about what you want to actually do moving forwards. Like, what is your next step? What is the next stage within your life? Yep, I got it again. I saw it at the bottom. It came out again. It's like you're now taking leadership of your life in a very profound way because of this relationship. This relationship is affirming to you who you really, really are, and you need external validation for this, because within you're able to come to a conclusion. But it's like I was saying, it's like you're a kid in a candy shop at the moment. You don't know what you want, what you don't want, but you need someone there for you to be there for you, because you've never had someone to be there for you within your life. You've never had someone that's actually affirmed to you who you are or told you or helped you figure out who you actually are. You're very good, you're very quick, you're very intelligent, and you learn very quickly. And it's like this is how you've lived your life, but you're still unsure about who you are. You've been in this energy within, like this is how it shows up within, the deepest parts of you, in your subconscious. This is how it shows up. Now you've done the healing, you've let all of this go, you've let this energy go. This energy is no longer there, is what I feel like, but it's like the remnants of it need to be purged out through an external situation so that you don't go backwards into that energy. And this is what this is, this energy coming in, this love that you're going through this week. Again, the key here is to follow your heart. Follow your heart. Your heart's not leading you in the wrong direction. Your heart's leading you in the right direction. What you don't realize by going through this week and going through this energy of love that you didn't want to go through, just accept it. But what the crazy thing about all of this energy is like, the way you were going before, you were moving like fast. You were moving fast towards your goal. But this one's like super, super, super fast. Like you're moving super, super, super fast here now towards your goal. It's way faster than you can imagine, actually. It's way faster than you can actually imagine, And it's all because, you were on this quest. You're starting this quest. You're starting this quest here, to learn how to make wands. And this is something that is very spiritually connected here. For you to learn how to make the wand, to learn how to, learn how to create the wand for yourself. And the wand, again, is representative of creativity, growth, new opportunities and ideas, and inspiration. So this is like, as you're on this journey, you've been on this journey already, connecting to your spirituality. What the other thing you don't realize is the next chapter for you was actually love, not what you thought you were, and this was what's making you confused. And you're going to be choosing love this week as the sweet that's going to give you, back to the channeling I was saying, the sweets, so that you're going to choose love as the sweet that's going to give you that's going to taste the most delicious, because it's like, it's going to give you more than you expect, way more than you expect. It's putting you in this King of Pentacles energy, which is wealth, fulfillment, leadership, being practical and confident about your own abilities and what you can accomplish in many ways, not just career, but in love, in your personal development also. So this is looking crazy good for you, actually. It's like not what you expected. There's a lot of energy here, though, obviously, in regards to love. I'm going to pull you out one more here between Friday and Sunday, as you're going through this energy, because it's very confusing energy. You're feeling very confused as well, but you're going through this energy and you're very protected as well spiritually as you're coming into this union, as you're coming into this relationship. It's an ending of the old way, ending of the pain that you feel in love, like you've never had love, maternal, paternal, from people like this, and you're having this ending, massive ending here, with love, where the old version of you that was thought this is what love was, and I don't need love, and love is just a waste of my time. That is what you're having an ending here with. Because you need love to get to where you're going to, where you're planning to, where you want to get to. You have to have love, like a strong love, real love. I know you do love yourself, but that love has strings attached to it, and it needs to be healed through an external love, from external connection, which you're coming into now. Here this week, you're coming into that external connection. And it's gonna be interesting for you, because it's like you weren't expecting it, and it's like very, very strong, and it's gonna take you out of like manifesting situations unintentionally of chaos. So it's like, in order for you to have a truly blissful life, you have to heal in all aspects within yourself, not just your personal development and your career I feel like if these are the two that you've been healing, you've done career first, then you did personal development, and now love is coming up. Once you heal love, you're going to be in full alignment within going down your path. Yeah. This relationship is the beginning of this relationship. So the Knight of Pentacles, he's obviously a prince, and he goes to learn from this woman called Charity on how to grow pentacles. Pentacles are made of gold, and he wants to learn how he can make it happen. So along the journey, he ends up falling in love, and she ends up falling in love with him, and they end up getting married. And he's on this journey of learning how to harvest pentacles, so he ends up learning how to harvest pentacles, and he tells her to come and live with him in the castle, but she says she can't leave the community because this is her community. So he decides to move to her community, and they form a kingdom there. So it's like you and this person are gonna go off and do great things, but you're falling in love with each other here this week, which is a really beautiful energy, to be honest with you. So congratulations, you're falling in love. You and somebody in a tree. KSSING. I can be silly sometimes too. But it's true, right? Let's pull you out some challenges to see what's stopping you. So again, if you've watched me before, you know what the challenges are. The challenges are things trying to stop you from moving forwards, from elevating your life into a much better frequency, a much higher timeline. They're trying to keep you trapped in your current reality, trying to bring you down. Again, they can show up physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually in one way or another. They will show up. Depending on how you carry yourself, they might not affect you to a great deal. So let us see what your challenges here are. Gosh, we've got a lot of challenges. So, first challenge here is Four of Pentacles. So you might be in this energy of feeling like, like you need to secure your finances. It's heavily financial focused, like too much focused on your finances. Four of Pentacles here. She's so concerned about money. She only cares about money. She's like money, 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 money. She becomes greedy. She steals from her sisters, and she goes and sits on a chair and goes, I am the Queen of Pentacles. As she says that, she drops all the pentacles and they roll down the hill, and they all lose them forever. So it's kind of the energy that you need to be aware of being overly focused on finances, overly focused on being greedy with finances. Like, I have to have the finances, I have to have them. Like this greedy and needy energy, if you're embodying this energy, this is what the universe is going to put you in situations where you need to be greedy and needy, and this is not what you want to manifest. Like, don't try to control where you're being guided. You cannot control where you're being guided. Just go along with the journey. Just know it's going to be the most beautiful adventure that you could ever imagine. Now, you can't imagine it, because if you were to plan it, you wouldn't have as much fun, because it's happening for you. It's like even more fun, because it's like a surprise after surprise, like good surprises, and you're leveling up in very profound ways after every surprise. Don't get too controlling and be like, oh well, I don't care about none of that, I don't care about love, I only care about money, let me just focus on money, because I need to be secure, I need to be financially stable, I need this and I need that. When you stay in this energy, it's very stagnant energy. It doesn't allow fresh energy to come into your life so that you can actually grow and live life happily. You'll never be happy in this energy. It's a stagnant energy. It drains you, and you lose by being in this energy. And the universe will reciprocate what you're feeling inside and give you situations where you will need to be greedy, you'll need to be needy, you'll need to control, or you'll be controlled. Like things like this, like how you are inside is what is reflected on the outside. Just allow what you're going through to go through. Again, you're going to feel very conflicted. You have a sense of defeat here, where you feel like things are happening to you. It's like you got to win at all costs. You're like, oh my god, I don't know what's happening here. Like, I was focused on finances. Like, what's going on? Like, don't beat yourself up, and don't try to win at all costs, because you will be left with regret after down the line, because you're going to realize down the line, if you ruin this, that this person was genuine and they were really helping you connect more to your divine feminine energy, helping you connect more to your knowing, to your intuition here. And again, Three of Swords, don't allow sorrow of the past, the hurt of the past, the past relationships you've been in. Don't allow them to dictate this new relationship. Never allow experiences from the last relationship to enter the new relationship, because you're stealing from yourself. Take the lessons that you've learned, the wisdom that you've gained, but don't take the situations, especially if they look like someone. And if they look like someone, doesn't mean they're necessarily like that person. That's a big one. Don't judge someone by how they look. There's a saying, never judge a book by its cover, and it's true. You should never judge a book by its cover, because some people play with that. I play with that. I play with that. I wear 2 rings. And no one approaches me. No one ever approaches me. I got one there, I got one there. So never judge a book by its cover. And I know this, people always look up. They're very quick. People are very quick with their eyes. Never judge a book by its cover. Don't allow past hurts to dictate how this future relationship, how your relationship with this person should play out, because they're just there to throw you off, basically. They steal from you. When you allow past negative things to influence your future decisions, you're stealing from yourself, because when something good comes in, you're either going to put it off, they're going to be put off by you, like something, it's not going to work out. And this could be the best thing, the thing that you've always hoped for in some way or another, and didn't even realize you hoped for it, Don't allow past relationships to dictate the past hurt, heartbreaks, pain. If they show you, so I think, I should do a relationship course, but I feel like the best way you should be in a relationship, when you start the relationship, when you meet someone, you've gone past the introductions, be as open as you can, be as vulnerable as you can. Somebody that's insecure, somebody that is a liar, basically, they can't handle that you're so vulnerable, that you're so open, that they will fuck up, they will slip over themselves backwards, because they feel like they can get away with anything and they don't have to be clever. So once you're open and vulnerable, they will show themselves to you. And now if they show themselves as a red flag, you can catch them out straight away. If they don't show themselves as a red flag, then really continue until they show you a red flag, but don't think that they're going to show you a red flag. Just focus on yourself being open and vulnerable. Don't give a fuck about what they're doing. Focus on what you're doing. Because if you're so focused on them, you're not really living your life, you're just obsessing and watching time go by. You're not enjoying your life, you're not living your life. Like, you need to live your life and enjoy your life. Relationships are meant to be there to help people upgrade, I feel like, anyway. Relationships are there to help people upgrade, within their reality. You're meant to grow in a relationship, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically, in all kinds of ways. You're meant to grow with the other person. They're meant to help you, meant to help them. But somebody that's insecure, somebody that's a liar, they can't deal with someone that is vulnerable, that is open. They want you to be closed like them. They want you to be like, trying to watch for everything first. Like, they want you to be like on point, basically. Like, they want you to be like on your toes at all time, because they're on their toes at all time, because they're lying. Somebody that's not lying doesn't need to be on their toes. Somebody that's not pretending to be vulnerable, not actually being vulnerable, will always be on their toes in any relationship. Like, the more open you are, the more easily someone's gonna fuck up, because they think they can get away with it. You understand what I'm saying? So it's just, if the person shows you a red flag, it's game over for them. Because you don't need to show your hand, and you don't need to tell them what you're going to do. You just go on and do it and just see the reaction, I guess. But in this situation, don't let past relationships in, don't let past hurts in and dictate, your happiness here. Because this love is going to be for a very, very long time. Like, you're going to be together for your whole life. And it's not going to be a relationship where it's going to get boring at some point. Because you stimulate each other, you're able to stimulate each other, the relationship's only going to get stronger and stronger and stronger. I'm seeing both of you together as old people, not one of those old couples that argue with one another, but one of those old couples that are always holding hands. Like one of those cute couples, like they're always holding hands, going for walks, sitting by the sea or whatever. One of those kind of couples. This is what you and this person are going to be like. Another one of your challenges here, but this is a challenge for you, by the way, letting the heartbreak from the past into your life. Another one of the challenges here is Eight of Pentacles. So the Eight of Pentacles talks about apprenticeship and mastery. So you haven't actually mastered yourself here before the week begins. Like you have gone through this process of, like I was saying, you've mastered yourself, your personal development here, but you're feeling like you're an apprentice again because like you are you feel like things are just chaotic, you can't make sense, you're confused, like what the hell is happening within my life. I thought I was, on the way to becoming very happy, like what's going on, like all of a sudden things are changing. They're not changing to destroy you, they're happening for you to, so you can get to your goal much quicker than you actually thought you would. Like the way you're going right now is just an idea. It's not something that is actually going to be real. Like no one can, well, I mean, not everyone can predict the future. Um, Not everyone can predict the future. And I don't know about you if you can or not, but it's a difficult thing to do, to be honest with you, to predict the future. Some people can do it, me included. However, for you here, it's something that you shouldn't obsess over. I don't obsess over it either. You shouldn't obsess over trying to figure out what's going to happen in the future, because there's no way to actually really like have a broad idea, but like don't get too picky. I've learned how to be more open to where I'm being guided. Before I was like very narrow-minded. I was like I had to go this way or that way, this way, but it was only that way. There was no exception for anything different, But having a more broader mind of like the being open to receiving the guidance is what you need. Connect to your intuition, connect to your knowing that you have the answers within, and just allow the answers to come in. Don't search for them, allow them to come in, and your answers will come in for you. But it's like here, you have mastered yourself, but it's like you feel like you're beginning again as an apprentice, and this is a challenge for you. It's like you're feeling like an apprentice, but you're not. You're a master. You're going through this situation. You've come to a place of self-love. Like you do love yourself, but this thing is going to help you elevate even more. You've actually mastered yourself. That's why this is coming in. It's not coming in to make you feel like you're starting all over again like an apprentice. This is not what's going on. You're being very much so protected in this transition. Like this, you've earned this transition. Like I was saying, this transition is, you're very much protected from one side. It's like you're crossing over a bridge. Not even a bridge, it's like you're jumping from one side to the other, but it's not even like you're jumping, it's like you're being carried. It's like you're taking a jump, but you're being carried over by spirits here, is what I'm seeing. Like spirits and deities are carrying you over here to the other side of that, or where the other land is. And this is something that you need to know. Don't feel challenged by what's happening within your life because it doesn't make sense. Just trust your heart. When your heart is leading you, there's your confirmation. Follow your heart. Your heart's leading you in the right direction. Another one of the challenges is the Six of Swords. So Six of Swords, again, this transition, you're like, have I not healed enough? Have I not gone through enough? Have I not released? Why am I going through a situation like this? It doesn't make sense to me. Just because it's part of your life's path here, it's part of your soul's calling. This is the next level in your soul's calling. I don't know what's going to happen next because I haven't looked into it, but this is what this whole thing is about. This whole process of you transitioning is putting you into more of this feminine energy of feeling more beautiful in your energy, allowing yourself, to feel protected, allowing yourself to get strength from these divine beings that watch over you, from your spiritual guides here, and getting it mostly from these divine beings that are giving you strength and protection, to allow yourself to sit in that energy. Look at, she's got this massive golden aura around her. It's like this orange golden aura around her, protecting her. And this is what you're being called to do. It's like you're being called to embody your own energy here. It's like connect to your own energy, connect to your own abundance. This whole transition is putting you in this energy of being more within your feminine energy, of receiving blessings. Like this is you in this golden energy receiving blessings. It's like you don't have to chase after what you desire from life. What you desire from life is coming in for you. It wants to come in for you, but you need to give it space so that it can come in for you. I feel like a strong thing for you here is you need to go out into nature. I'm starting a thing, Wet Bum November. So you go to the park. We go to the parks in spring and summer. And we sit in the parks, but we get scared to go in in autumn. because the grass is a bit wet, but it's not sludgy. It's like just a bit wet, and the trees are beautiful at this time. Like they're all different colors, like all the leaves are different colors. Like just go to the park and sit in the park, on the floor or on a bench, whatever is better for you, and just sit on, in the park for a bit and just, connect to nature. And I think that's going to really benefit you at this time, connecting to nature, going to the park. Here she has a crown that has 12 stars, and they represent the 12 months, the 12 months of a year, the 12 zodiacs, the 12 months, and that's also representative of the 4 seasons. So it's like acknowledging, that we go through seasons in life as well, like different things, and it's like an acknowledgement of nature in itself, like the human nature. And by going to the park, it's going to help you shift your perspective from what is truly important to you, from what you thought was important to what is truly important to you. And it's going to give you a lot of clarity, when you connect to Mother Earth, Mother Gaia. She always, replenishes you, heals you, gives you clarity about decisions you need to make. You just need to connect to her, not on your phone. Like actually sit in the park and just look around. Like, it doesn't have to be the best weather. Again, wear some comfy clothes. If you've got waterproof clothes, even better. And just go into the park, sit on the floor, and on the grass. It's just a little bit wet. It's not bad. But connecting to nature is really going to benefit you at this time. You are going through this transition. Like I said, this transition is very protected. You are healing even more. Don't think you finished the healing, like you've gone through everything and you've healed. You've gone through and healed your personal development. You've healed your finances. Now it's like this last part is healing your love. Once you've done all 3, you're going to move at the speed of light, is what I'm hearing. You're going to move so fast through life, and you're going to live every day so happily, because it's like you're going to have everything you wanted. I'm seeing you cry, like in the future you're crying to yourself, and it's like you might be looking in the mirror and you say, when you express yourself, this is a confirmation for you. When you express yourself, you look in the mirror sometimes and you speak to yourself in the mirror. No one knows this, I know this, but you look in the mirror and you speak to yourself and you say stuff, you talk to yourself, and you're going to say to yourself in the future, you're going to be crying and you're going to look in the mirror and say, I have everything I've ever wanted. I have everything I've wanted. So yeah, just trust where you're being guided. You are being guided. You're not being shoved or you're not being brutalized in some way. You are being guided. It's looking a bit rocky. It's looking a bit weird because, it looks a bit confusing because it's uncharted territory. You've never been there before. And this is what adventures are about. When someone goes on an adventure, and this is the adventure of life. We are meant to face our fears. We're meant to face the things that scare us. This is what the adventure is about. People go off on an adventure and they face their fears. I know you read books, so you know this already. That when you read books and you read about stories, they go off on some adventure and they always have to face some kind of fear, and that fear makes them better in all kinds of ways. And this is what the adventure is about: to go on this grand sort of journey where you find more about yourself, find out who you really are, face your fears and transcend to a higher height within your life, basically, in all kinds of ways. So let's pull out an outcome for you to see what your outcome here is for the week, given all of these energies. So really interesting week, full of love, romance. So your first outcome here is victory, success. So you're deciding to go along with your guidance, where you're being guided. You're feeling very victorious, very successful. You're feeling very enthusiastic. And you're understanding that you're making progress. You're understanding that you've made a lot of progress, but the progress you're making now is different to what you've been through before. It's a different energy. The energy's changed. Your energy is changing, and this is what's really throwing you off this week. Your energy is changing, and it's throwing you off because you're like, is this my energy? Is this someone else's energy? Like, you're confused. Like, is this person? Like, what is this? What's happening to me? Why are my hormones playing up? Like, all of this. You're like, what's going on here? Like, but you're understanding that you're in a new phase, you're in a new cycle here. You stepped in line with your happiness here. You're stepping in line with your true destiny, away from feeling like feeling like not way done, but you're feeling like you're battle weary here, like you've been through a battle in love, and like you've been victorious, but you've feeling like you're standing alone, like you're making battle weary. It's like you're fatigued. This fatigue is coming from this part of you that needs to be healed. And again, the Queen of Wands here, it's like not even the Queen of Wands, sorry, it's the Knight of Wands. So it's like really feeling passionate. This is where the healing is coming in love. You're becoming more passionate, and really taking inspired action, deciding to live more adventurously and confident about living adventurously here. It's like you're really embodying this energy, this royal energy here, and saying, do you know what? Let me go down this way and see where it takes me. It's leading you to a lot of victory here, very abundant energy here, being blessed by Jupiter, very abundant energy here where you're feeling victorious, feeling successful. Again, success, 2 cards of success here. Second outcome is success. Again, feeling wealth. And this is not just going to come in a moment, is energetic and in love, but it's transcending energetic and love into finances for you. Like I was saying, once you heal all of these 3 faculties, that's when your life is really gonna take off at the speed of life, speed of light, speed of life, speed of light. And it's gonna be more miraculous than you can even picture right now. You can't imagine how great your future is. Like, there's so much good things. Your past has been very troubled. Growing up was very troubled. Your teenage years were very troubled. Your college, university years, they were very troubled. Like, you've lived a very troubled life, but you've been on the downside. You've been on the downside, but now you're coming up on the upside of the Wheel of Fortune. Now this is a period of happiness for you, and it's not just something that's happening for a few months. This is the type of happiness that you've experienced in the past, where it's been like a few months at a time, and then back to misery, or like a year and then back to misery, or maybe 2 years and back to misery. This is not going to be like that. This is going to be good 50 years, 60 years, 50 years, 40, 50 years of happiness at least. I'm not saying 60 because you have a test at near 60 years old. I'm hearing Saturn. You're having some kind of Saturn return before you're 60, and that's going to be a test for you to see whether or not the next part, that next segment after that of your life is going to be happy or not. But up until the next 40, 50 years are going to be very happy within your life. Full of wealth, full of happiness, full of gratitude, full of you being grateful for your life. And your final outcome here is the Knight of Swords, and the Knight of Swords is, again, success. 3 cards of success. Becoming very successful. Success times 3, I guess. And it's allowing you to be more motivated and focused. It's like you're finding the cure here in the story of the Knight of Swords. He is a prince, and he basically is in love with a commoner, and she's in love with him. But when they first meet, he embarrasses her because he's with his brothers, and he doesn't want to be seen as someone that is in love with a peasant, or someone that is not of royal standing. So, and she gets really heartbroken because she's madly in love with him as well. They've never met each other. This is the first time they meet. And she becomes really, really heartbroken. They go off on a love story anyway, and he obviously she gets really upset. She cries, she digs out the soil. She cries, when the moon is full, and her mother really looks after her. And her mother is a healer, and she's teaching her how to be a healer as well. And so he comes back and he apologizes to her. He has a fight with his brothers, and he comes back and he comes back and he apologizes to her first, and then he has a fight with his own brothers, like a literal physical fight, and he denounces his claim to the throne. And basically, as this is going on, one of the king's men, his counselor, overhears him talking to her, and he decides to imprison her that night. So they go off and they imprison her, and before he can get to her, they poison her while she's in imprisonment. And so as that happens, he comes and he finds out what's happened, and he has this massive speech in front of everyone before that happens, and he denounces himself, and he tries to find her. He can't find her anywhere, and figures out that she's been kidnapped by this counselor for the king, and so he goes to save her, and he finds that she's poisoned. Long story short, I mean the story is very, very long, but he goes to find a cure for her. So he tries to go find a cure for her sickness, and I feel like that's happening here for you here, where it's like you're finding the cure for your sickness, for your problems, for your things not working out exactly the way you want them to. Your manifestations not playing out exactly how you want them to. You're finding the cure here, and the cure here is love. The cure here is love. And you already love yourself, but this is an external love that you need to cure in order for your manifestations to come in exactly the way you need to, because your energy, you do love yourself, but you're pushing yourself so hard because you have a narrative of the way happiness looks like. But because you've been more spiritual recently, this is why it's coming in for you. You've been doing the healing. It's now able to come into your life, and you're able to receive this love, basically. You two are meant to be destined together. You'll have at least 2 kids, at least. And a very loving family here. A very loving family. So yeah, congratulations in advance. I'm going to leave your reading here. This was a fantastic read for you here this week. But yeah, I don't really have anything else to say. If you did like the reading, leave me a like, comment, subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, my website is down in the description. Other than that, have a fantastic week, and I shall see you soon.